Let's do this. Let's get into the show. I love y'all. Welcome to the foundation. What can I do with this 9-8 number? So, y'all, I got my 9-8. It's gotten to the point, and I'm sorry to be pejorative. It's gotten to the point where I'm just kind of like, oh, man, for real? Yeah, I got my 9-8 number. I'm going to do my DBA, and then I'm going to take the, you know what I'm saying, put it in trust. Look, I'm not going to say no names, man, but you got these gurus out here false flagging, misrepresenting, and throwing out a bunch of hype and saying, ooh, and speaking in circles. Speaking in circles, man, pause it. You on the East Coast, you in the past that hurricane, I hope you being safe. That thing don't look anything nice. Positive vibes and protection out to everybody on the East Coast in the path of that hurricane. Let's do this. But yeah, I got my 9-8 number. All right, you know what I'm saying? So now, so all I got to do is, use this instead of my social. Let's kill all this stuff. Let's do it. Because first and foremost, this stuff can get you in trouble. We talking about federal. We use EINs, Social Security number, and EINs, employer identification numbers, tax identification numbers, ITENs. This stuff is all federal. Let me just tell you that. And let me tell you, I've dealt with people, several people actually, consulted them, set up their private estate, helped them, do their dance, And I've seen indictments from different stuff. Now, I'm not talking about with trust. We know that we in the public here, and there's a lot of stuff going around in the public about a lot of different things that you can do with certain numbers and, all types of stuff. A lot of stuff going around. Oh, you can use this number and put that on here and then sign this to the sideways and all this stuff. And I'm not saying any of this stuff is illegitimate, is fake, or anything like that. What I'm saying is if you don't know what you're doing, first and foremost, if you do not know what you are doing, you should not be doing it. You shouldn't be following anybody, first and foremost. Because when it goes down, whoever you following will not be there. 9 times out of 10, they're going to lose your number. They don't lose it. They're going to change your name in their phone from your name to all capitals, do not answer, exclamation point. I'm telling you, some of y'all have already done that to people. That's what's going to happen. We can talk about CPNs, credit profile numbers. First, let me just step on a couple toes. If you're paying more than hold on. No, let me slow down. If you're paying more than $500 for a credit profile number, you get jerked straight up. Look, it don't cost that much. Now you talking about credit profile numbers, all this stuff. Look, man, look. I want y'all to, where is this? Here we go. 2008, the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, did a report. They came up with this report. I know. It might sound like I'm jumping all around, but I'm not. They came up with this report. All right. And I read it. I be reading stuff, man. I'm super duper nerdish when it comes to stuff like that. I just like to learn. I have this insatiable appetite for knowledge. It's like sometimes it's just not cool. But they did this report. I'm looking for it. Y'all can hear this paper. They did this report. I printed it off. Anyways, y'all can get it. I'm not going to find this right now. I was wasting time. I'm on the air. Look, it's called Mortgage Fraud Report 2008, FBI. All you got to do is put in Mortgage Fraud Report 2008, FBI, in Google. It's a PDF. All right? Where is it? Man, I wish I could read this on the air for y'all. On the air. Well, you got these CPNs. You don't know what CPNs I heard. Let me see where I got this. No. They call them credit profile numbers or credit private numbers. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, let me see. Here we go. Credit privacy numbers are 9-digit file numbers that follow the same algorithm as Social Security numbers. Currently, federal laws allows individuals to legally use CPNs. Did you hear what I just said? Man, come on, man. I'm pancaking. Currently, federal law allows individuals to legally use CPNs for financial reporting and protects those individuals who do not wish to disclose their Social Security account number. Yo, this was the FBI. The FBI says it's a Social Security account number, not a Social Security number. And that's the Fed. The Feds. Do I like them alphabet boys? No. Do I pay attention to what they say? Yes, I do. They say I have the right to remain silent. I shut up. I love having rights. But look, this page 26 and 26, it's on the last page of the Mortgage Fraud Report 2008. And they telling you straight up, this stuff is legal. And those individuals who do not wish to disclose their Social Security account numbers. Individuals who acquire CPNs are completely responsible for any debt they incur using the number. Okay, so now maybe this is why people get in trouble. Because they running them and not servicing the debt and thinking you can do, it's a CPN, it ain't my social, they can't find me. Okay, Nick. Okay. Nicholas, they go, all right, man. Look, page 26, these are the footnotes. Seasoned trade lines are lines of credit that are held open in good standing for an extended period of time, typically for at least 2 years. You want to learn this credit stuff? You better holler at the FBI. They'll tell you this stuff is federal. I'm telling you this stuff is federal. 98 number is federal. This stuff is federal. Mortgage Fraud Report 2008 is 26 pages. Check it out. You're protected if you don't want to give your Social Security number. Now, can you use your 9A number instead of your Social Security number? No. That is illegal. Have people done it? Yes. Yep. I've heard people do, oh, man, so, I just, instead of my social, I gave them the 9-8. Man, gasp. You can't do that. That's not a CPN. That's an EIN for a foreign entity, bro. That's not a CPN. The FBI tell you what CPNs are. Yo, if you get a federal charge messing with the Federal Reserve Bank and messing with these federal, instruments and numbers and all that stuff, who do you think comes to holler at you? No, it's not the Secret Service. Secret Service comes to holler at you if you counterfeit. U.S. Marshals possibly. More than likely, the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I'm telling you, I've seen federal indictments, people messing with this stuff. I've seen them. They go by counts. Count 1, count 2, count 3. I've seen them. Don't play with yourself. Don't play with your life. Look, these people out here do not care about you. They care about their name and their fame and people thinking that they're smart. Oh, he's so smart. You so, yeah, I'm smart. Yo, this is straight up ego. Most of the people that you hear in the videos that you watch, yo, you looking at straight up ego. They don't care about you. They're going to tell you, yeah, do this and do that, and then go up in the cupboard and grab this and all this other stuff, and yeah. Then it goes all bad. Hit them up and tell them it's all bad. Email them, man. You talking to them. You send them some money. Yeah, it's cool. Send me some more. I'll send you these documents, right? And you send them some bread, and then you call them, and they answer, right? But it's a problem. You be like, yo, man, I got this problem, man. It's all bad. Oh, man, you know what? That's crazy. Yeah, I've dealt with that before. Look, I'm busy right now. I'm going to call you right back. You ain't never going to hear from him again. Try to email him and tell him there's a problem. Darkness falls across the land. Crickets. You're going to hear crickets. These fools do not care about us. They care about their fame. I'm serious, and look, Be very, very discerning of the people that you deal with and the information that you take, that you utilize in your own personal, private life, the repercussions that you may or may not have to deal with. Can I use my 9A number instead of my social? Absolutely not. Not me, not talking to me, not dealing with me. Let me hear anybody in my private circle talking about, I used the 9A number instead of my social. Man, I'm going to look at you. I might not even blow your spot up, but I'm going to look at you and I'm going to remember what you just said. And remember that you are not someone I want around me. Because you don't know what you're doing. You can't use it. Man, look, get a CPM, man. Now, is it tri-merged? Will it show up? Blah, blah, blah. You got to holler at my man, Teron. I'm telling you. You can email me, admin at welcometothefoundation.com. My man, he knows people. This dude is one of the illest. Next thing. How do I put my straw name? How do I put into the trust? Man, what? I want to capture the straw and throw it in the 9-8 trust. Hold on, say that one more time. Yeah. I'm gonna take because I'm gonna utilize the straw. And I'm gonna put it in the trust. Man, how does that make sense? You're gonna take a public entity that derives itself from a state certificate with a state seal on top of it and numbers and all this stuff that you didn't make up, your family didn't make up, nobody. It's not even your family seal. It's a corporate state seal. And you're going to take this public entity documentation and put it into a private trust. Well, yeah, because, I'm going private. Come on, fam. Look, it's an entity, bro. It's not you. That's not you. That is what was given to you by the public because they assumed that you didn't have private information, therefore that you could not make an entity or your family couldn't give you an entity to do business with, i.e. a trust, so they made one for you. The worst position to be is a W-2 employee, even if you're making a bunch of money, because they control 100% how you're taxed. They will write the law. Yo, okay, so you're in this bracket. Am I? Yeah. What if I want to? No. You got to, not work. Or, try to lie to them. So because, you weren't private and your family wasn't private, they know that. Most private people, they hire a midwife. They have the hospital staff come to them. Y'all come. Power does not travel. Straight up. So you want to take the state seal and put it in the trust. All right, look, check this out. Anybody trying to do that, you're a W-2 employee, okay? This is where it's coming from. We got patriots out here. We got these. Okay, look. No offense. I'm just going to get raw. We got Europeans out here with no birthright to the land. It is what it is. And the Europeans realize, look, a lot of this stuff came out, this information with Commerce and UCC, a lot of this stuff came out because smart Europeans realized they were slaves and they snapped and they started telling. Please believe me. Ask anybody who knows. The Europeans started figuring out that they were slaves too. I was laughing. Slaves. Look at these slaves. Look. Wait, what? I got a Social Security number too. Oh, what? What do you mean, Chancery? Oh, I ain't never. They got upset. So a lot of this information came out. A lot of it. So more often than not, we're dealing with someone, or from my experience, I'm dealing with someone who works a W-2 job, and they're looking to try to negate taxes on W-2 employment to get them to stop withholding taxes. I'm gonna pancake some toes right now. Unless you're dealing with some sort of nationality issue, good luck with that. I've seen nationals get their jobs to stop withholding and let them deal with it. Now, from what I understand, I've only seen a couple where they just stop withholding completely. Usually, they just stop withholding the federal, but they still do the state. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So that's how I've seen that. So most of the time, man, you got somebody who thinks that they can assign the income to the private trust, and the private trust takes it, and now there's no taxes. If it's something different, email me, press 1 on your keypad, because this is what I'm getting from it. Look, man, you cannot assign income from a W-2 employee to a trust. I'm telling you. Hold on, let me pull this out. Look, man, I'm not playing today. I'm in a good mood, but I'm still not playing today. IRS forms. Where is it? Forms. Is it 10? Is it 1040? What? It's 1041. All right, here's a 1041 IRS. You turn it over on the back. Other information. Last page. Second page. Page 2. 1041. Other information. Number 2. Did the estate or trust receive all or any part of the earnings, salary, wages, and other compensation of any individual by reason of contract assignment or similar arrangement? They already ready for this. They've heard it all before. If you are employed, W-2 employee, if you enter into an employment contract, they tell you when to come in, when you can punch out, when you can take your break, what you got to do, when you can do it, what type of quality it is, when you can leave, so on and so forth. That's an employee-employee relationship. An employee using the Social Security, you cannot be an employee unless you give them a Social Security number or some sort of taxpayer identification number. Sometimes, you weren't born here, you won't get a social, but you can get naturalized or become a citizen or whatever, and then they'll give you a taxpayer identification number or something like that. And that, that's just used to file taxes with. If the income is generated with that entity, then that entity is responsible for the tax. I'm talking about the debtor. I'm talking about the all straw man, all caps, Sesque, Q, whatever. Next week is going to be another name for it. The amalgamation or whatever. If it's generated, if you contracted with the debtor, use the social, and contracted into a W-2 employment position, that is a reduction of status. Now, contractor is cool. You use contract. When you contract into a W-2 employment situation, that's like a drop. It's like, going down the hill and stuff. That's 100% regulated. That individual from the birth certificate with the Social Security card merged. Then you had to use those two to go get your driver's license. Now, most people be like, I got the driver's license, I got my Social Security card. It don't make sense. But then when you go open, if you ever go open your LLC or something like that, and they give you articles of organization, and you go get your EIN, when you go into the bank to open up the bank account for your business, you won't put 2 and 2 together, like articles of organization, EIN, are very similar to this birth certificate and this Social Security number. This is a certificate of formation or incorporation, and this is a birth certificate. They don't want you to put 2 and 2 together, so they require you to go take those 2 documents and get a driver's license. So it's like, kind of puts it together, pushes it away. Bottom line is, you need 2 things. People are like, doing business. Doing business is just transacting in Federal Reserve notes. You need a bank account to do that. More often than not. Most of these people are dealing with checks, deposits, debits, so on and so forth. The individual can get a bank account, the corporation can get a bank account, and the state can get a bank account, trust can get a bank account, and a nonprofit can get a bank account. Right? So, you mean to tell me that you, I'm pointing at you, that's your name on that ID, but it files an individual return. You mean to tell me you, the living, breathing, are on par with a trust, an estate, a corporation, or a nonprofit? All these things are paper instruments or instrumentalities. The same thing as the individual. It's an instrumentality. I had a sister, man. Bless this sister. Sister, if you're listening, I love you. Hit me up. Because I think about you all the time. I had this sister, she was doing trustee training, and she just couldn't reconcile the fact that she was not a U.S. citizen. It was just blowing her mind. She, she was older. And I know that, the older generation, they have this thing about, being honest and, and I'm with it. I'm very honest and noble, and I see what they talk about because a lot of that stuff doesn't exist anymore. But to the fault where it's like, well, but I am a U.S. citizen. Like, sister, no, you're not. No, you are not. No, you're not. You are living, breathing, human, flesh, made male or female in the image of the Creator. That's what you are not a U.S. citizen. You're an American citizen. You just don't know it. The U.S. citizen is that all capital name. You use the U.S. citizen to do business in the public. And you use it to title property and generate income if we're ignorant to private knowledge and administration. It's very simple. People complicate it. Oh, look, man, it's so simple. I don't need to complicate it because I don't care if you think I'm smart. I don't care if you book a consultation with me. I don't care. I care if you get the information. I care if I can flick this at you and you can use it to get the chain off you. Because every time I see you free, you're going to smile at me, I'm going to smile at you, and I'm going to feel good inside. I don't care. Keep your money, keep your fame, keep your accolades, keep all the other stuff. I don't want it. I don't want it. That's why you ain't go find me on YouTube. Find my face on YouTube. Find one of my videos sitting in front of a green. Man, I do not care. My thing is the mission to assist in the uplifting of humanity. That's my job. Not to be famous, not to be smart, not to be cool, not to get a million subscribers or a whole bunch. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Did you get the information? Does it make sense? All right, are you going to do something with it? Are you sure? Because you're going to have children, man. And your children might come into contact with my children. And I don't need your children all angry and mad, economically impoverished, looking at my children and the gold and the diamonds on them and all this other stuff, looking at them trying to rob them, right? You know what I'm saying? This generation. Like, we all one. We're all together. You know what I'm saying? So who knows, man? I just want to help you. All right? So, no, you are not a U.S. citizen. I know most of the audience on the foundation is like, yo, so talk about something else, man. You usually be dropping bombs. I already know this, bro. I feel you. I'm sorry. And I apologize. But y'all can't believe how many people do not understand these concepts. And I understand because I go on YouTube and just type in, private and free and trust. And, man, I had to turn it off. Let's just say that. I can't watch more than 5 minutes of these fools. Oh, man, it's a pluralist. They're saying all these words. Look, man, I don't even think these fools know what they're talking about. You got all these haters, all these people calling in. Look, man, I can't think of one time someone called in and challenged anything I've said over all these years I've been on high frequency. I'm not saying anything to be cool. I'm saying it for real. What can I do with this 98 number? Can you put the straw? Look, man, you can exchange assets that the straw man owns. You should exchange them for beneficial certificates so it's not a taxable event. You can't gift them because the gift tax excludes $14,000. So anything beyond that, you're going to have to pay taxes on it. Oh, I gifted my car. How much your car worth? $30,000. You paying taxes on $16,000. So what you mean? You bought the car, right? Yes. When you bought it, did you pay taxes on the income that you paid for it? Well, I got a loan. Well, the payments, the down payment and the payments, did that come out of your personal account? Yes. Did the money in your personal account come from your check or your direct deposit? Yes. Do they withhold income from your check or direct deposit? Yes. So you already bought that thing with taxed money, and you pay taxes on that car. They rolled all that stuff into the loan. Yes. Okay, so if you gift it to your trust, if it's worth more than $14,000, you're going to have to pay taxes again on the car. And they start looking at me like, hold on, what? Nobody told me that. Of course not. They do not know. Everybody's, I'm private. I'm just going to put it in trust. You have to exchange it properly and substantiate it. The IRS does not play. The IRS, they send federal administrators, and sometimes they'll bring a federal agent with them. It is serious. You open the door, chewing gum with the blunt in your hand or whatever, everything stops. It's like slow motion, tire screech. They get to talking, flashing that badge. Yo, you get to thinking about, what I got in my fridge, what's in my pocket. Like, beyond, did you substantiate your exchange of assets into your trust when you got your 98 number and went private? Nah, man, and they're going to chill and wait years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years before they hit you. Let you build it up. Yeah, just build it up. So they can hit you with this judgment, this IRS judgment, so they got a garnishment on you for the rest of your life. I got a client. European dude owes the IRS over 300,000. Wow. You should see the type of lifestyle this man has, the things he has to go through just to give his children the type of lifestyle that he wants to, because he has an IRS judgment on him for over $300,000. Man, over a house. That had mostly to do with a house. Put the trust, man, in the trust, man. Look, exchange the assets that are owned into the trust. You want to know how to exchange assets? Email me, admin@welcometothefoundation.com. If you're on the email list, you already got the document. I sent it to you. Create a paper trail, substantiation. People be like, we got a problem with authority. IRS, substantiation. All right, check this out. It's not about authority. Ooh, wag a finger at you. You better substantiate your trust. Look, it's not about that, because I have an issue with authority. All right? So in order to alleviate these types of things, how about we look at it like this? It's for your heirs. It's for the successors. It's for your children, your nieces, your nephews. Whoever's going to take over this trust, do it for them. Do it so they know what's going on. They know what happened. They know how it was exchanged. They see the whole exchange. And they'll be like, man, why, they'll be able to ask questions. Like, man, how come mom didn't just give this to the trust? Why did she go through all this and put all these documents in there? They go ask a question, and someone who knows tells them, oh, they did that so the event wasn't taxable according to the IRS code. This is how you do a non-taxable exchange. Oh, okay. Man, mom was smart. Dad was smart. How'd they learn this? From what I understand, they were welcome to the foundation. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Excuse me, let me drink some of this water. My throat getting dry. I be talking for hours straight. It's kind of weird sometimes. Excuse me. Is this 98 number my Cusip number? I've heard that. That's been the question. Family, no. The 98 number is not your Cusip number, man. Y'all want to, with these birth certificates and these bonds and all this public stuff, man, it's some spooky stuff to me. Hey. How the brother did a consultation, and I be feeling bad because I charge $55 an hour, just because people would take advantage, and Yusuf. I remember Yusuf heard me speak like the first time he saw me do a presentation. He saw me at a seminar or something. He was in Georgia, and when I got done presenting, he was like, "Man, you're a very knowledgeable dude." And he seemed real surprised and fresh. But he ended up telling me, he's like, man, you got to charge, man. You can't just you have to charge, man. And he broke it down to me. It makes sense. I know. It's just whatever. Either way, man, I was doing a consultation with his brother. He was like, what do I tell my job now that I got my 98 number? I was like, nothing. What is that? Nothing? So you got an EIN, like a foreign trust EIN, and you think you're going to go to your job and that's going to change? Look, bottom line, let me tell you something. The 98 number does not make you private. The 98 number designates a private entity such as a complex, contract, irrevocable trust. That was established without or outside of the jurisdiction of the United States, but it's recognized to do business within the United States, i.e. open a bank account, title property, take out loans, so on and so forth. Own corporate shares, all this stuff. It's recognized to do business in the United States. The trust itself is formed. We tell everybody, oh, I'm a non-resident alien. I'm a contract created outside commercial jurisdiction, recognized within commercial jurisdiction, is a non-resident alien. Pancake. I don't care. Look, challenge me. I read. I studied all this. Man, IRS stuff is boring until you get to that one part and you're like, oh, man. Non-resident alien is your business trust if it's set up properly, is your asset protection trust if it's set up properly, and your family trust if it's set up properly. Those are the non-resident aliens. You already don't reside in the United States. You just unknowingly and unwittingly contract to basically be the whooping boy or whooping girl of an entity with your name in all capital letters. That's the trick. Oh, this is mine. It's my name on it. And like, remember, man, in kindergarten, this is my lunch pail. It's got my name on it. That's my seat. I don't see your name on it. Man, just because the thing got your name on it is not you. It's not you. Non-resident alien is your private estate if it's set up properly. Please understand what I'm trying to tell you. That's a non-resident alien. I fall under natural law, not under statutes. I wish they would. The thing of it is like, I feel like once you truly go private, it's a spiritual thing. Like, they just don't see me. Police just don't see me. They just, they can't. Like, I'm not on the frequency. Like, they're not trained to look at people like this. They get confused. Like, last time I got pulled over by a sheriff from running a red light. Like, I ran it. That light is long. I feel like I'll be driving down these streets and these stupid robots be telling me to stop for no reason. I'm talking about street lights, Cephomore, or whatever they call them. And I feel like, man, every light is red most of the time when I be trying to drive. Like, is it just me? It can't be just me. Like, you be driving and the light's green, and then, like, right before you get to the next light, it turned yellow. Like, no. If you go the speed limit, if you go exactly the speed limit, I'm ranting. I'm sorry. If you go exactly the speed limit, you ain't catching the green lights, man. You gotta speed to catch off. Like, I think it's a trick so they can generate more revenue with these tickets. Look, I got pulled over. Like, I banged that red light. I banged it. Dude pulled me over. Sheriff walked up. European dude with the glass. Can't see his eyes. Just with the bulletproof vest. You know why I pulled you over? Yes. He studied. He said, why is that? I said, I ran that red light back there. Man, this dude took his glasses off and looked at me in the face. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, man. I was going through the intersection and I dropped this. I had a vaporizer at the time. I was trying to quit smoking cigarettes. I did, by the way. I made it. So you can too if you smoke. Them things is the devil. Don't do it. But I had this vaporizer pen or whatever. And I was like, I dropped this pen. And I reached down to grab it, and when I looked up, I saw the light was red, but I was already in intersection, so I was just like, it's safer if I just go through it. And dude looked at me, put his glasses back on, took my license, because I already had it ready. I don't like to reach for nothing, when they, I'm going to do that before. When they come up, everything's cool, my hands are on the steering wheel. Yes, sir, no, sir. One time they asked me if I was in the military. No, sir. Have you ever been in the military? No, sir. He went back, and I know he ran the name to make sure there's no warrants and stuff. Came back, handed me my license, said, go ahead. Just be more careful. He was confused. Because I didn't come at him on... No, I don't know why you... Man, I'm a grown-ass man. I know why you pulled me over. Look, I've watched enough cop shows. My dad used to watch Spencer for Hire and Matlock when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me that I have no idea, officer. Come on, man. Look. Can't play with this dude's intelligence. But yeah, let me go. Like, I'm just not on that frequency. But I remember last time when I came into this information. I'm gonna go to the phone line after this because I'm pretty much done. But I came into this information. I was like, man, I wish a debt collector would try to hit me up. Man, the next week I got something in the mail from an attorney trying to collect the debt. I'm not playing with you. You got to be careful what you speak into existence. And I whooped that tail. Yes, I did. Whoop that tail. I whooped T-Mobile. Look, don't get me started. I be whooping these fools. Man, corporations, man, they dead. They don't exist, man. Man, look, I will never, ever steal from a person like a human. someone living and breathing. Corporation, though, man, lucky I don't need to anymore. Because I had no shame. I brought up in there and look, over there trying to, don't get me started at all. But yeah, I just really been honestly, bottom line, I just wanted to dispel the myth. The 98 number is a EIN for a foreign trust, man. That's it. You can't. That's the only thing you can get a 98 number for is for a trust. It's got to be a trust, and that's how they look at it. You know, it's not a substitute for your social. It's not. It's not. It's not at all. And it's an EIN, so it comes up in the business side when you give it to them. Like sometimes, like some people that no credit can get a tri-merge, get a 98 number, get a tri-merge. I've heard of it. So if you get a tri-merge, okay, it comes up in the system as looking like a social, or more likely, actually, it looks like a credit profile number is actually what it looks like. And those are legal. That's why they work. They're legal. You know what I'm saying? They have to let you deal with these things, but you got to know how to do it. You got to know how to do it. You got to know what you're doing. Look, we got 4 minutes left in the broadcast. If you're listening online, you need to call in 424-222-5250. 424-222-5250. You will be cut off, and you have to catch the rest in the archives. With that being said, I'm about to go to the phone lines, man. I trust y'all enjoyed the show. You know, pancaked a couple toes. I know, man. I'm just, look, ain't no, look, Yusuf murdered it, all right? But why you want to own a public entity, the individual? Why you want to own the straw man? Why? Why you want to own that's like you being a slave, right? And they take the chains off. You're like, can I keep these chains, master? I'm sorry. Like, I'm on one. I'm on one this evening. I'm serious. Why do you want to own the social? You own nothing, control everything. Get everything that you own out of it. You own your energy. When you transact to exchange your energy for monetary value in the form of Federal Reserve notes using the social, your energy is being taxed. Most people are Christians. I read the Bible. I'm looking at one right now. I'll read them all. There's some amazing stuff in all of these books. But Jesus said when he was talking to them lawyers, trying to catch him up, gave him a coin. He said, whose face is on this? He said, Caesar. He said, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and unto the Lord what is the Lord. They taxing your energy because you're using their entity. And they've legislated that entity as such. That is a slave entity. That is the taxpayer. That's whose credit is being used to do all these wars. Every time they take that stuff out your check, how can you not be sure that that's not going to a bomb that's dropping on some child somewhere? I can't do it. I can't do it. But please believe that is not you. You can't own it. Banks ain't supposed to own property. They get title and interest into the construction, the construct on top of the land. Think about it. So banks can't own land. How can you own something in the public? When you go down to the Secretary of State to start a corporation, are you the owner or does it say organizer on the paperwork? When you're dealing with creditors trying to open up that trade line account, they want to know if you're the owner. Absolutely. Because ownership comes liability. But at the Secretary of State, go to the website. Check it out. Check out some articles of organization or something like that. See if it says owner on there. It says organizer. It says authorized representative. It might say member or shareholder. The owner of that LLC, them corporations, is the state. Family. It's established for the benefit of the state. You, because you organized it under the statutes, under the law, have a beneficial interest as an organizer, and you can utilize this company to do business in the public for profit. And if you properly structure it, it's going to limit your personal liability. It's a pass-through. LLC is a pass-through from the public to the private if you use it right. If you use it wrong, it's from the private to the public. They'll come and get you, creditors, litigations, you know, see what happens. The debtor is it's a transmitting utility. You're right. Let's do the UCC one, and I'm going to click transmitting utility. No, I'm going to do the non-UCC. I'm going to do the non-UCC, and I'm going to click transmitting utility because it's a transmitting utility. It transmits energy from the private to the public. Hands down. It's the reverse transmission. So the debtor is it transmits private energy and value to the public, whereas the private estate transmits public value or value that has gone from private somewhere else into the public and then from the public back into the private. The average man and woman working with a 401k, an IRA, a mortgage, and some credit card debt is the backbone of the United States economy. And there are a lot of people who make a lot of money just off the way you live, providing for their means of life. It's all due to fundamental ignorance with regards to economics, contract law, commercial law, and statutory law. I ain't trying to scold nobody. Let's go to the phone lines. Gallivan. 929-4056. Area code 929-4056. Peace. Which name were you calling from?
Peace, Brother Sordell. This is Sister Yvette. Peace, community kings and queens. Brother Sordell, the CPN, the credit profile numbers, the credit privacy numbers. You're right. If you don't know how to use them, you will go to jail. To try and merge them, you need American Express, Capital One. Another thing, if you're not a real Social Security, don't try Citibank, don't do Discover Card. Okay? The next thing is, you have to be a real person. Do you have a cell phone connected to it? Do you have a new address? Because if you're trying to use the CPN, you can't use the same addresses or anything associated with your real social. You cannot use your state IDs, my brothers and sisters. Another thing, do not pay for CPNs. You can make them up yourself. Okay, you just got to find out how to do it. Do it, Brother Sordell, I will send you that information. Don't pay for CPNs because, like you said, when the problem is they make every kind of excuse, you can't locate them, they'll do everything. Most of them are going to send you a CPN. They're going to hook up Credit Karma and it's already going to kill the if you're dibbing and dabbing, you're responsible for that debt. You can't buy a property with it. You can't obtain any federal funding, any federal mortgages. You can't do student loans. Be careful. The feds will pick you up. One wrong slip, and you will be in federal jail. My brother, be blessed. Community kings and queens, get with Brother Sordell because he's not telling you anything wrong. Some things you can't say on the airwaves. Some things, if you need to inquire about, hit me in the email. I'll send you some information. But community, stop paying for these CPNs because they robbing you. Be blessed, my brother. Peace, kings and queens.
Yes, peace, sister. Yvette, appreciate it. She dropped some knowledge. You didn't catch it, you might want to rewind. Hopefully that wasn't her breaking up. That was me. But if that was her breaking up, ooh, I don't know. Email me, admin@welcometothefoundation.com. Let's get this stuff together. Let's get it together. Next caller, 718-8092. 718-8092. Pretty sure this is Brother Dare. Please, what's your name?
Hey, so L, how you doing? Me down from Rockaway. Can you hear me?
Doing well, man. How you doing? Yep, I can hear you. Please.
I'm over. Hey, so L, so like I know in your record you said since you were knee high you started with Baton Rouge, but with a child star, it's like a child star. Do they have credit? Can the child star get credit? How does that work when a child is a star? Are they able to get credit?
It was not specifically. I know people whose credit was done by their parents getting like
so you mean
utilities and stuff. I said from knee high I shined, battered and bruised, the face and ego
okay.
were much better than you.
Oh, okay. I thought you had signed like a some type of deal, like entertainment. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that's
but,
true.
so
But
you saying
it was shined, battered and bruised, the face and ego of much better than you. That's what the line is.
Okay, so like so you saying a child star, all these child stars on TV, they cannot get credit?
I mean, no, they're not 18, so most of the time, nah. Now, what usually happens is their parents are getting the income because they're minors. So the contracts are signed by the parents, and then the parents get the income, and the parents are called upon to do what's right by the child and invest it correctly or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. A lot of times the parents just live their life with the child's money, so when the child gets older, they don't have any money. I know a lot of people who were getting money when they were young, but don't have any because of their parents.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
I was wondering.
You might be able to get still be able to get your utility bill and the child's name or something like that. But as far as like credit cards and stuff, nah.
Because I was wondering, you got some people they mess up their child Social Security. So I was wondering how was that they able to do that? By getting credit in their child name. Some of these children grow up and say, hey, their credit is all jacked up because something their parents did.
That's from like utility bills and stuff like Comcast or Power or light bills and stuff like that, because they always ask for a social when you set up utilities. So a lot of times, a parent will have not paid the utilities, have not paid the power, and got evicted or something like that, and then got a new place, and they won't set up the utilities in their name, so they set the utilities up in their child's name, and that's how they mess up the utilities.
Oh, okay. All right.
The utilities again, and that stuff stays on for like 7 years, and most of the time,
that's what they say.
Within 7 years, these children they'll be like 18 within 7 years, or less than that, and that's when they figure it out. And then parents mess their credit up.
Okay. Well, everything is all right, so and I'm glad you're all right. I'm keeping a low profile. It's always a pleasure talking to you. And
always
I'll be talking. I'll be talking to you in a few days. And without you, a lot of us will be. I'm glad you're here. It's a blessing to everybody who's listening, and they just need to start doing what you're telling us to do. All right. So I'm gonna let you take the next caller. Love you, man.
Love you too, man. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon. Peace.
All right.
Turn it off. All right. Mello, man, turn the Bluetooth off, man. I'm about to come to you, man. I know this is Mello. This got to be my brother. I recognize his number. I know this brother's number by heart. Turn the Bluetooth off, bro. All right.
All right, so
Peace, fam.
Bluetooth out.
All right, man. How you doing? How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. No complaints. You know what I'm saying? No complaints. It's another one. So, you know what I'm saying? We got tough skin. You know what I mean? So when they try to cut deep, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. We're built for it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. We here. You know what I'm saying? Tuning in, and I'm glad you debunked a lot of these. Guru mythos, you know what I'm saying, popping out, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the food gaziness, you know what I'm saying, so, that's definitely what we need, though. We have to be persistent in what we do and what we handle, because it's a serious, and in terms of doing business, it's actually also, proper relationships, so, you out here doing business with these people, man. This is real. Like you said, let's get raw to the point. Like, look around you. Stop being a dumbass. Wake up, and it's not subjected to your religion or your belief or whatever it is. These are executive orders are already put in place. Stop playing games. These people, it says Caesar told you. Rome has came and overthrown, and I wouldn't say conquered, but they came through and manipulated and created and put up a system, you know what I'm saying, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Derived from the ancestors, you know what I'm saying? Put the sciences together, then put them together, you know what I'm saying, for world, you know what I'm saying, domination. So let's stop playing games and recognize that we are under occupation. And if your ass don't act like it and get right, then, you know what I'm saying, you're the only one that's actually, you know what I'm saying, within your own matrix reality, fooling yourself, getting up every day, exerting your God-given creator energy, so it's really real. No excuses. You know what I'm saying? No excuses. You know what I'm saying? Let's get rid of the ignorance. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're here to do. We came from the source that's intelligent, full of intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Abundance. So it's beautiful, bro. Thank you. I'm on the pinnacle point, though. We here now, so it's time. So yeah, definitely.
You gotta
always.
You gotta make steps.
Yeah.
You gotta make steps in faith, and not faith in faith in yourself and your ability. Faith in the fact that you know that you gonna make it, and faith in that you know that you deserve it. And when you take those first couple steps, not with any type of realistic proof,
right,
just off of straight knowledge and faith, you know what I mean? You're going to get a lot of help. There's this wind that pushes against your back. I'm serious. But we all have to sit down and calm our minds and acknowledge what we are supposed to be doing. What we're supposed to be doing. And once we get a hold of that, and I'm talking, you got to think and calm your mind, because the first thing that you're going to come up with is going to be some ego shit. Excuse my language.
Right.
It's going to be some ego stuff, and you're going to have to chill and continue to think beyond the first or second idea, and we figure out what we're supposed to be doing and start doing that regardless. Man, it's an amazing thing, and no one will believe you unless they've went through it themselves, unless they've experienced it themselves. But those of us who put down all this bull crap and pick up what we're supposed to, even though sometimes we drop it, but those of us who pick it up, man, it's undescribable. It's undescribable. So, that's for you, but that's for all of us, and that's for the audience. I'm not specifically speaking towards you, Mello, but
right.
I know that to be true. Can't nobody tell me nothing. That's it right there. That's it. Otherwise, who's going to remember our name? No one. And it's all about family. Oh, great grandfather Sot. You know, that's really all I'm really tripping on. That's all I'm tripping on. When great-great-grandfather Sot first put into play, the Sot L family church, that's all.
Yeah.
That's all I'm.
Yeah.
And they still, we're all together and blah blah blah. I saw this video of there was this. I think I had some job. This is like 10 years ago. I had some job, and I had like some sort of IRA, some retirement account or something with this job, right? And it was in this certain fund, and I would get like annual and semi-annual reports from this fund, right? And I'm reading this annual report, and I read it, and it says the fund is a trust. It says that this fund is a trust, right? So I looked the fund up, and I find this video, right, of like it's a family fund, right? But there's shares and stuff that's offered to the public, but it's a family fund, like a private family fund that offers to the public so they can make money for their private family estate. And you get more access to certain products when you're in finances. You have more capital, and the best way to increase capital is to offer to the public or offer, products to the public or capital products to the public. So I looked on YouTube, and I'm looking around on Google and stuff, and I find a video, right, of what was it? It was the fund, the family fund. It was the heirs of the dude who set it up. They were 3 generations ahead of him, like 3 generations removed. So it was like his great grandchildren, and just how they were speaking about their great grandfather, and remembering him and what he did for the family, and how there was people up there that were appreciative for their great grandfather that never even met him, just based off the type of lifestyle that they're able to, live. And they know, and their family let them know that it's because of great-great-grandfather that all this is popping off. I'm just trying to be one of them great-great-grand-Sots in that manner. All that fame, all that other stuff, I don't care, man, because that material fame in the public, that stuff is gone. I don't even know who had the best song last month, let alone last week.
Right.
Consumer mind, we don't remember nothing, man. We forget. That's why, it was like never forget. 9/11 was like never forget, because whoever came up with that knew that humans forget. You know what I'm saying? So they were like never forget.
Right.
But
never forget.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just putting it up in perspective. It's like some people do what they can, and most people do what they can, but only some people do what they want, and even fewer do what they're supposed to in this life. I think our highest order is to do what you're supposed to.
True. That's true.
That's just me, man. I could. Who knows, man? I could have read that in the Cracker Jack box, man. I don't know.
But nah, I mean, it's authentic though, man. I mean, and it's definitely it's a part of the source, man. So all things have an origin, bro. So I just recognize we're part of that cycle, this circle, this great bar. We're just going around, man. We're in rotation, but only so many pick up and get in rotation, though. So we just cycling. We're just cycling. That's what it is. So that's why I feel like I'm catching up. Like I'm just rekindling and getting back. Like I know this supposed to go some particular way. So yeah, man. But that's definitely what it is, though. So it's truly beautiful, though, man. So I'm ready, man. I've been checking out the credit bars too, man. Like and carrot bars. Like okay.
Yeah, I like those things. I like those things, but I mean, you can still go to a local coin shop or local dealer and buy a gram of gold and just pay cash. That's private too. But if you got to pay with a credit card or a debit card, man, carrot bars is all day. People be going on eBay, AppMex, all this stuff, man. All that stuff is reported, man. It's just tracked. You don't want to accumulate a bunch of precious metals like real money, and then when something goes down economically, they know where to come to confiscate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't trying to. So I like carrot bars. It's a little more expensive than buying just a gram, but it's private. So if you got if you got a card or something and you got a credit card or something and you can't you got like $1,500, but they only let you get $300 of cash advance. But then they charge crazy on the cash. Yeah, that's what I say.
Man, they sure do, man. Yeah. You're right about that. Damn. Yeah. But nah, though, yeah, cash though. I'm going in. Yeah, I prefer I really go in and before we got another source or something, bro. If we got another source, then good. Yeah. I'm gonna get with you on that though. But yeah, for the other thing, man, I'm getting ready. I'm ready to set up, man. Gotta do something, G.
Yeah, let me know. I'm ready.
Yeah. That's great. Okay. Great. So everything on your end pretty smooth, or everything kosher,
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's going better than that. It got me looking around like, man, hold on. When things going so down, you be like,
right, exactly.
Like, I'm like, hold on.
Exactly. Yeah, I know that feeling. Yeah, you're right. G. You're right. You're definitely right.
I'll be double checking before I cross the street. So, hold on, man. I'm not trying to push nothing right now, but I did just, I did go through some tests in the last couple of months, so maybe I'm just being rewarded right now.
Right.
I don't know, man. I grew up so-called black, so I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nothing. I don't, who knows? Hey.
Right.
Wouldn't be surprised. I'm the worst.
Trust. It's like it's a challenge. Trust. It's a challenge. You know what I'm saying? And daily testing and trusting self. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, just making sure. You know what I'm saying? You stay doing what you got to do, what you're supposed to do. So yeah, man. Trust is something, man. It's right. It's something, man. So boy, we got it. We got to get on it. Yeah. People got to get on it, man. We got to get on it, though. So what's up, though? It's another one, though, man. Another break in the foundation, no doubt.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. But, man, I'm going to move forward, man. I'll talk to you soon. Hit me up.
All right, that'll work. In a minute, man. Peace. Peace to the God.
Let's get working, man. Yeah, peace to the God. Love. All right. Man, I was going to say something real quick just because, I see people they're staying to the end. I mean, I got some loyal listeners. I love y'all, man, straight up. Man, can you hear it? Man, I was going to say something for y'all. Man, buy silver, y'all. So JP Morgan, they just, they've been shorting silver forever. I know I spoke on this last week, man, but it's official now. A lot of people are talking about it now. I was reading I had to read the commitment in the Traders Report, even though my mentor put me on to it, kind of. But he makes me work. He'll say some stuff to make me go work, and then won't say anything else when I ask questions. I don't know if he just likes to see me work. I don't know, but it's really looking like this is the bottom in silver. And you know what? For the rest of my life, I don't think silver is going to be this cheap. And I know gold is kind of but, hey, silver is 3 times more valuable than gold. I'm trying to tell you, please, to me, especially when we get into this robotics, androids, solar panels, electric cars, batteries, lithium-ion look, silver, I'm telling you. And, we got, Ebola is still over there. You just ain't hearing about it. A lot of bacteria is becoming hyper-resistant to antibacterial because we've been putting antibacterial soap everywhere, using antibiotics and all this other stuff. So, we got some resistant strain bacteria and stuff. Silver knocks that out. It's medicinal. It's monetary. It's industrial. It's the one. So and on top of that, the United States Mint is no longer printing eagles or buffalo. They're having a shortage. My mentor said it's happened before, and they kicked back up the production. My mentor said they ain't going to kick back up. It's not going to happen. And he said what we're probably going to see is the nationalization of silver mines. We'll see. The United States Geological Survey said that by 2025, silver will be extinct. The article was up for 1 or 2 days, and they took it down. But the United States Geological Survey does say that, Mexico only has 4 or 5 years left of silver to mine, and then Mexico's not going to have any more silver. Mexico's a very large country. Mexico has lots of silver deposits. If Mexico's going down, I mean, you know, the earth is all the earth. You know, it's not earth over here and Flatau over here. It's a slept-on commodity. J.P. Morgan has a lot, and you know, it's money. It's money. We had the United States had silver in its currency up until Kennedy was assassinated, and then whoever took, I don't remember, Johnson. I don't remember who took his spot, but whoever succeeded Kennedy took the final silver out of circulation, and that's why it's like pre-1967, I think. Silver has 90% silver in it. Manhattan Project, I think it's like 500 or 600 ounces of silver in a Tomahawk missile, just one. I'm done. I can keep going. But go buy some silver. I love y'all. 925-9681. My dude Brian from the Bay, man. How you doing, fam? Peace.
How you doing? What's good? What's good, man?
Man, you know, can't complain, man.
Hey, man, all thing I have to say is what you was talking about. You know, fear is not the option, because you already know, well, my situation, I was having a situation where I was fearing a credit card company. You know, I got in a situation when, I don't have no problem saying it, when they was about to, you know, sue me and everything. And I was like, what? And, you know, and I did, you know, I went up and beyond, because I actually learned the rules for myself. I didn't ask somebody else to do it. I didn't rely on nobody. I kind of learned the rules as far as like what can go through. And then I asked people to help me, you know, with the, you know, as far as like trying to talk in the legal terms. But other than that, yeah, it's just all about fear, because I was supposedly went against a real creditor, you know, the original one. And I'm like, and they proved my point that they didn't have the stuff that they claimed that they have and all that. And it, you know, I went through my highs and ups. You know, I was like feeling really, really low, and it was like about to like, oh man, I can't believe this. I got myself in this position. I don't even know how I got in this position. But, you know, I feel like I was being tested to see how serious am I about, you know, going through it, because it's a game, man. Because I talked to some, you know, just for advice, I talked to so-called legal people, like people who get paid to do this, lawyers and stuff. And they all were telling me, oh, you got to just talk to them and try to work it out. But I was like, they don't have what they claim, what they say they have, you know, and how can they do this if they're not? And they're telling me, like, look, if I was you, I would just try to sell it with them or try to deal with them. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And I just went in my mind, like, let's get ready to go. And come to find out, they sent me some song like, hey, we're not going to go through with this. So it was like a game of chicken, or I guess you could say playing poker, and I called a bluff. So I tell people, you know, you have to understand this. It's like how they were talking about the CPNs and all this stuff. You have to really understand what you're doing. Don't rely on people like Soap tell you. He tell you to listen to him, but question him, right? Do your own study. You know, don't go out here believing these gurus, because when it comes down to it, you're by yourself. You know, if I didn't do the study by myself and actually try to learn the laws and stuff, I would have been looking kind of stupid trying to rely on somebody to tell me something. But I did the necessary moves to feel comfortable by the stuff that I learned, that if I had to go in there, I was ready to, you know, I was ready to go rock and roll. But I didn't have to do it, so.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to look. So, but were you spooked ever? Were you ever like spooked ever?
Oh yeah. That's why I said I had my hands up. I was spooked.
Okay.
But I knew I had to.
Like straight up spooked.
Yeah. I was.
No, I'm not talking. I'm just saying. And then, like, you know, because I was like, I told you, I was like, you know, you gotta go through it. I'm gonna say this for the audience too. Like, look, you ain't gonna be able to get through nothing. This is what Brian said. You ain't gonna be able to get through nothing. First and foremost, you need to know what you're doing. You need to have studied up before on the situation that you're about to enter into. But that ain't going to take away the fear. Fear is real, okay? You need to, in order to deal with the fear, the best thing to do is to get as much information as you can, as much knowledge as you can. But at the same time, prepare for the worst. You know, and I think that was one of the biggest issues, right? You think?
Well, yeah, I'll put it that way.
When you got prepared, when you were like, all right, and I was like, yo, you need to get to this point so just in case you can handle it. Remember that? When you got prepared, when you was ready to go, and you were like, all right, so okay, so I'm ready to go. So if everything goes wrong, I can pull this out. Isn't that when you were like, once you hit that point, wasn't that when you were like, all right, come on, let's go? Because I felt less resistance from you then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, the thing was, I was, like you said, you have to prepare for the worst scenario. And I was getting, and I'll put it this way, it's very funny because I know you're trying to, or I should say, to wrap this up, but I just want somebody to think about this, is that, the movies and stuff, some stuff you watch on television and stuff, be telling you stuff about how you could do things. Somebody told me to go watch this movie called what's it called? The Martian with I forget his name, Matt Damon. And I was like, man, I don't want to see that, but because I don't really watch a lot of stuff. But it was telling me that if you watch that movie, he's constantly trying to he's attempting to find a way. If something goes wrong, he just keeps on going. He doesn't harp on it. He just says, I got to find another way to get where I need to go. So something ain't working for him. Okay, that's not working. I'm going to do this. So I started getting in that mindset because when I did look at it, I said, okay, I see what he's talking about. And then when I had to find it was a totally different way that I did not see it coming. And I said, I can use this. And I was like, okay, I'm going to use this. And I feel like the universe was testing me. See, am I willing to give up something in order to get where I need to be at? So for me, I feel like I was being tested, I guess you could say spiritually and mentally and my willingness to learn what I need to learn. Because I started, I had the information, but it was in my head after reading so much of it and constantly going over and over and over it. But I was not, like you said, I was still kind of resistant. And then once I found a way to, if I do lose and I'm ready to, work it out, I was ready to go. I was like, forget it. I got it. I got it. If the worst way goes bad, I got it. So it didn't go that way.
For the record, you whooped them, didn't you?
Hey, man.
Didn't you whoop them? You went into the court and whooped them. Right? Okay,
it was so funny, man. It was so funny, man.
You told me that they looked at you and in turn and said that they wanted to dismiss it. They didn't even say any words. Look, he whooped them. He did it on his own, too. He got coaching, but my man studied, and he whooped them. And, I'm sitting here telling you, I don't whoop these companies. I don't whoop the attorneys. I know, but you got to do it in order to know. And he did it. My man, I'm proud of you, fam. Definitely. I'm proud of you.
Hey, bro. You know what's up now? Hey, I'm going to say this real quick. You know what's up, bro?
Hey, you want to tell him how much it was? You want to tell him how much you whooped him for? How much you whooped him for? I'm saying, though. I mean,
12 G.
Wow. Wow. Hey.
Well, it was actually 12 G's and like $100.
Yeah. Yep. Hey.
And the funny thing was, funny thing was, the lady was like, "Oh yeah, we gonna dismiss without prejudice." And the lawyer, the judge was like, they come back at you. I was like, well, I got, if they want to, I got something from them saying that everything's going down. And he's like, whatever, I don't need to know no more. He just was like, that's it. And then when I went out, the lady was like, I don't know what you did. I don't know what they messed up on. If I was you, I'll just let it go. And I was like, all right. She was amazed. He's like, I never seen.
Their eyes be all wide and stuff. Like what? Wow, who are you? What's your name? I gotta go. I'm private. I gotta go. I'm private.
Hey, you're not quick out of here. I got it there quick. I'm like, I don't want to take no chances.
I gotta go. I'm private. I gotta go. I'm under non-disclosure. I'm private. I gotta go.
But yeah, that's one thing I was gonna say, man. Just people gotta understand. You have to be willing to. You're gonna be paranoid because I know I was. But once I was willing to, I knew what it took to fight, and I knew the worst scenario. If I was ready for it, then there was nothing that could be done. But for me, I guess because I proved myself to the universe and everything, it was like, well, you don't need to do no more. It's already settled. So when I went there, it was already done. And I was like, man. And this is supposed to be a legit quote unquote creditor. This ain't no debt collector. That's why I'm going with it.
It's a major credit card company. Let's be honest. I gotta give you. I'm gonna give you. But I mean, man, look. Hey.
But you said, like you said, it's dead entities, bro. You got to get that in your mind.
They're dead entities, man. They can't do nothing, man. They're confused. And then especially when you get off the beaten path, when you start hitting them with stuff that they ain't used to getting, oh, man, it gets weird for them. Definitely gets weird for them.
Yeah, man. And I can even, and I'm going to tell you what's so messed up. I'm going to say this, this other thing. What's so messed up is when I was in there, I was in this room, and they thought I was a lawyer because I just came dressed, I came dressed the part. You always got to dress the part you want to be in, that you want to represent. But when I looked, I was like, dang, ain't nobody in here but me. Because they was like, you got to fill out this thing. Yeah, and they was like, you got to fill out this thing. And I was like, well, what law firm? I said, no, I'm defending myself. And they were like, okay, you don't fill out nothing. And then I was looking, I'm like, I'm the only person here who ain't a lawyer. And then I heard the judge tell a lawyer, I'm going to tell you how crazy this is. I know, bro, we kind of going on, but it just blew my mind. The same lady that was dealing with my stuff was dealing with somebody else's stuff. And they were a debt collector. They straight up said that the person is willing to make a payment arrangements. And then the judge told her straight up, well, you need to make sure you send out the proof of service because you have to do that. And I'm like, and I learned that, talking to the lawyers and all that, they said, you're supposed to wait for that to respond because I kind of went before that, but they did it out of order because when they send you something and they want to go to court, they got to send that little paper saying they gave you proof of service. They got to go to because I had to do it. You have to go to the county and you have to send it to the people.
Yep.
And they didn't do that.
They never do that. They hardly ever do that. Unless the only time they're going to do that is if they do due diligence and they see that you have assets. Then they'll do it. It's just extra work. And they hardly ever do that, though. But yeah, you're right.
It's like,
and you learn that. If they don't have proof of service, then dismiss.
I mean, you can deny. Hey, y'all, I never seen what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. One of them really told me, well, how would they be able to prove that you, but I think because I went the way I did and I was, ready to fight and everything, it went the way it's supposed to go. But it just showed me how even the judges, like people say that, and like I feel like once you actually go in there, you see how they playing the game, bro. And it's on you to either understand the game they're playing or just to think that they got power over you. Because I realized, he's helping that person out. That's not right. But if if you understand we're all working together, I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, it's still funny to me, man, that it went down the way it did. But I was ready.
Yep. And that's why you prevailed, man. Appreciate you sharing that with the audience, man. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate you, man, for the little bit of help you did, But you made me, like you said, you have to be ready to do what you need to do. So anybody out here thinking like, somebody going to help me? Nah, bro. You got to be willing to put your neck out there.
You're going to be in that courtroom by yourself, ain't? So it ain't going to be with you. Yusuf ain't going to be with you. Like, you got to be able to do it on your own. Like, you might have the paperwork in your back pocket, but it's going to be you handling your business. So, yeah, absolutely. Everybody everybody with their own wins. Man, yeah, thank you for calling in, man. Appreciate you, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Love and peace to God, brother.
Peace. Peace.
Peace. All right, y'all, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed the show. I put in work on these shows. Make sure you go to welcometothefoundation.com. Get on the email list. Check out the Facebook page, Instagram page, Twitter page. Get your Learn On with the PDFs. You can book a consultation and make a donation, all from the same place, welcometothefoundation.com. There's a There's a YouTube page as well. Give us some time. Building up the infrastructure. I can't do everything, and I'm not going to try. So, we're going to get everything going. It's dope. And I do want to be specific. I got some emails. Yeah, I might not be in the public effort, but the foundation ain't going nowhere. Trust me on that. So, it's still going to be out here, doing its business. It's a trust. The foundation is a trust, and it has a certain purpose. That purpose will be fulfilled regardless if, SOL is out here. I definitely want to say, do yourself a favor, go buy some silver. An ounce of silver costs you like $16, $17 right now. Don't play with yourself. Yeah, so I want to say I appreciate everybody, who listened. I want to appreciate everybody who stayed. Man, almost all the callers are still on right now. And that's amazing. It makes me feel great, like, honestly, that, people are learning. People are able to change their situation. Admin at welcometothefoundation.com. Trustee training will change your life. Look, I will, and this isn't ego, but I'll change your life. And I will reach into the future and change the life for your future children and heirs and family members. I will change their future into a better future than they would have had. And I'm not saying ego. Like, this is straight up, absolutely factual. Email me, admin at welcometothefoundation.com. Get up in the trustee training. Make the sacrifice. You got to grind how most will not, so that you can live how most cannot. Get in the trustee training. Establish your private estate. And, trustfully, you as well will be mentioned by your great-great-grandchildren as to how you single-handedly modified the trajectory of the family for the better, for the absolute better. Once again, welcome to thefoundation.com. Get your Learn On. Admin at welcometothefoundation.com. You can do a consultation, trustee training. I got you. Whatever you need. With that being said, y'all take care of yourself. Be safe. If you're on the East Coast, get out of the path of that hurricane. Take care of yourself. Like, it's not even worth it. You can replace property. You can't replace your life. With that being said, I love you. Stay safe. I want to definitely feel your energy next week. So come back here. High Frequency Radio Network and the Foundation. I'm your host, Sot. Love you. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself. Enjoy yourself. Peace to the God.
Doing this thing all the way live. High Frequency Radio.